Nearly a year after the first of them won Senate confirmation, 15 nominees have made their way to federal appeals courts, representing perhaps his biggest achievement in his 15 months as president. A dozen more are in the pipeline. They say that they can't detect a definitive trend. His judges make their presence felt through the weight of their votes and the style of their rhetoric. So, he's a rhetoric guy, so apparently a lot of his judges are rhetoric kind of guys as well. So we got folks that are just full of rhetoric and full of talk, and we don't know whether the talk is real or not real or what exactly they're trying to do, but they are definitely piping up some of that rhetoric in their conversation. So, as a matter of fact, they said that one of them, Judge James Ho, dissented from its refusal to reconsider a challenge to strict campaign contributions limits in Austin that he said violated the First Amendment. And another one helped block the U.S. Equal Opportunity Commission's attempt to stop an employer from transferring Chicago area employees based on their race or ethnicity. And then 3 of them joined in a refusal to reconsider a Missouri inmate's plea to change his method of execution because a rare health condition could make lethal injection too painful. The Supreme Court nevertheless agreed to hear the case next fall. So, yeah, I guess he wanted to pick the way he was going to get killed.
Did you say too painful?
That's what they said. They said it was going to be too painful.
Oh, man. Too painful. That's a new one. That's a new one. Like, I don't want to die because that's too painful. Yeah.
I guess they just feel when you get up to the heaven's gates, or if you go the other way, that you're gonna be sitting there complaining that it hurt too much.
Yeah, I got executed and it was too painful. Yeah, all right.
It said the judges have also ruled in favor of police, prison guards, and a male student seeking the right to face his accuser in a sexual assault case, as well as against a naturalized citizen fighting his loss of citizenship. So the early results apparently are pleasing conservatives and concerned liberals. So it says it usually takes a little while before new judges assert themselves, according to a professor at Case Western University. But apparently Trump judges already are showing signs of independence and making their own decisions. So they're trying to jump out there, and these they've already defined them as being right-wing kind of judges. So they have. The good thing is that they've not been on decisive courts, so they've been on contentious courts. But it definitely looks like they are on the conservative side. So it looks like we might be having some trouble. Because one of Trump's most controversial picks, Sixth Circuit Judge John Bush, who penned a blog post under a pseudonym comparing abortion to slavery, then turned around and ruled in favor of a Mexican woman seeking asylum in the U.S. So he's sound like he might just have all kinds of mixed kind of views going on, because he's going to compare abortion to slavery, and then he's going to turn around and help a Mexican sister. So sounds like they might be a little bit on the mixed bag kind of side as well.
Yeah, man. I don't know what that's about, but
yeah.
Wow.
Since the office, Trump has nominated more than 100 federal judges, and the Senate has confirmed 33. 12 circuit court nominees and 58 district court nominees are in the pipeline. The speed and efficiency of the process far outpaces past Democratic and Republican administrations. So, I'm a little worried about this, because, that means that there's going to be a whole lot of Trump kind of backing folks and Trump philosophy kind of folks sitting in courtrooms. And, we talk about the importance of local elections and local government and local things just in general, but the courts are also very important to the way that our lives are ruled, whether that's on the local level, the circuit level, the federal level, or whatever. And I don't know if I trust that person whose name we don't like to talk about putting this many people in office and on the court, because that could be real disruptive for a number of years, even after he's out of office.
Well, that's true. Damn. Damn. It remains to be seen. Hopefully those judges will not be as horrible as the individuals that has selected them to be in those positions. So we will find out very soon. And that's all contingent on whether they're confirmed or not. So
right, that's true. They do have to be confirmed. Just because they're in the pipeline doesn't mean they're going to be confirmed. They do have to get the whole confirmation.
And that right there would then tell us what's really getting ready to happen. Is it going to be hell on earth? Or is it going to be those who actually look at things with the logical eye and not one that is emotional or abusive, ignorant, short-sighted, whatever words you want to use, you know?
Yeah, hopefully it's not going to be that.
Right. Hopefully it will not. And another piece of interesting news, this happened in India, and a man in India stopped by the side of the road to take a picture with an injured bear and paid with his life when the bear revived and mauled him to death. He was coming back from a wedding, stopped on the side of the road to relieve himself when he saw the animal. And although his companions cautioned him against approaching the bear, he did so anyway. The animal chased him and fatally mauled him. Meanwhile, his fellow passengers recorded the incident on their cell phones rather than try to rescue him. So it makes you wonder.
Wait a minute, back up.
I'm gonna say this part again. Listen closely, right? The animal chased him and fatally mauled him. Meanwhile, his fellow passengers recorded the incident on their cell phones rather than try to rescue him. How about that?
That's just wrong. Yeah, those are not real friends. Because
can you imagine a bear is jacking you up, and I'm going to try to clean it up for content. You get jacked up by a bear. Now, your friends told you not to go over there messing with that doggone bear, but you did it anyway. So now the bear wakes up. He's mauling you to death, and your friends have that shit on Facebook Live. What kind of friends do you have?
Yeah, you. But that brings up another point, though, because I was sitting there, like I think it was Thursday. I was going to the other radio station I do some work at, do my blues show, and there was various backed up traffic. And, I'm sitting over there expecting something like that, something very traumatic, somebody done got jacked up, there's somebody injured, somebody like that, and all of this, or I'm expecting, somebody famous, for some reason, I don't know why, Tom Cruise or somebody is in the middle of downtown, in the middle of this strip of the highway, and he's been pulled over by the cops, so everybody's rubbernecking for that reason. When we got to the front, when the bus got to the front and the cars had kind of moved along, it was two individuals, fairly young, but didn't look like they had any sort of fame or fortune, and there was not like a major wreck or any kind of gory details going on. So these folks were basically rubbernecking for no reason.
For no damn reason at all.
So I was
now
at the camp up.
All this traffic, stuck, moving slow, inchworming, because they want to see nothing.
Nothing.
It's amazing. It's amazing, man. It makes you want to, really smack the taste out of somebody's mouth because you've held up this thing all. Are you serious? Are you really serious? You could have been driving or something.
You got to where you were going, but you rubbernecking for no apparent reason at all.
You could have been home by now, but no.
Easily.
You want to just hold up all the traffic. Oh, okay. So now you're inchworming and eyes all glazed. Some people, you know how they do. Next thing you know, you see nothing. Are you serious?
I saw nothing.
Yeah, not good at all.
I do not get it.
Not
but I
good
do get
at all.
I do get the fact that LeBron is just showing that he's a monster of a player and winning all kinds of game-winning shots. And I think that we're heading. I haven't looked at the scores today. It's probably about halftime, so I don't know what Boston and Philly are doing, but I'm not going to be surprised if we don't have two sweeps in effect by the end of the day, or we might have one of them still a game, but either Toronto or Philly. But I do think that we can pretty much say that the finals, unless there's like some serious miracle stuff that we're not expecting, is going to be Golden State against Houston and Boston against Cleveland. In their respective conferences. Because, like I said, the two on the East are up 3-0, and the two on the West are up 3-1.
Yeah. I don't want to see Cleveland win, that's all. Let somebody else win it.
I hear you. I'm with you on that. You know, let somebody else new get in there. You know, I'm not even going to cry I'm not going to cry if Golden State gets another one, but I'm also not going to cry if Houston gets one. And if Boston gets one, I really won't cry. It's been years since they won one, even though they had all the championships back in the day, but that was back in the day. So what you did way back in the day and what you do now, folks don't even remember that. Some of those folks might not even be around. They were there to celebrate. So definitely it's a new day, so they can have a new era of championships. But any one of those, but I'm with you. Not really trying to feel LeBron win a championship, but if he does, and we'll just get over it. But it's not what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, like you've had your time now, you know, and a lot of people are in those debates. Is LeBron better than Michael Jordan? And all of this, you know, but then some people will say, you know what, neither one of them was better than Wilt Chamberlain, you know, so
exactly.
It's an argument, you know, the comparisons between Dr. J and Michael Jordan. Now it's Michael Jordan and LeBron James, and then the next generation will be LeBron James versus somebody else, and then somebody else versus somebody else. So every generation has someone to compare to, but still they always leave Kareem out of the conversation.
I don't know how you leave Kareem out of the conversation, but you're right. He was one of the awesome players, and they leave him out of the conversation. And do they really even put Mr. Russell in the conversation?
Yeah, they leave Bill Russell out. You know, I guess they figure Bill Russell's just the old guy that comes up and gives them the championship. They don't know that he actually was getting his game on, and if he had the energy, he probably would come out there and embarrass some of those younger guys that are still, you know, that are playing now. But they leave all of these great. I mean, the other generations had so many great players, and every team had at least one player.
Oh yeah,
that was that guy, you know, and they were a tougher physical bunch. They stayed with their teams through good times and bad times. They fought it out. And they probably fought their teammates at practice, who knows. But when the game started, it was a show. And it was, what was the slogan? It's entertainment.
Entertainment.
And it indeed it was. You know, now it's like, all right, I don't know if I know I've seen a lot of videos. Traveling is the new thing in the NBA. That guy take a ball and take about 6 steps before he dribbles it, and nobody calls it. It's crazy. I'm like, is this really happening? Maybe that's today's NBA.
No, I watched the game yesterday, and while, you know, he was fighting a difficult cause, and he was trying to, and he got hurt later in the game. I cannot even think of the player's name, but the young guard that was for Utah, it gave them a little bit of a spark in the second quarter, and then got hurt in the second half. I know at least 3 or 4 times he was traveling, because I'm sitting there going like, I know I counted at least 5 or 6 steps.
Yeah, like you try that in the old NBA, and as soon as you took that third step, whether you planted your foot or not, it was a travel, turn the ball over. Too bad, so sad. Be mindful of the steps that you take before you either dribble or pass. Once you've planted that once you planted that daggone pivot foot, it does not